No, Jasmine,
Mm.
you know how you feel about certain people. Imagine Demetrius was 10 times worse than them, bro.
Okay, buddy.
Like, mean wise, as a child, Demetrius, to me,
Oh, now I'm a
I
child.
don't
I'm
know
leveling
what
up.
the fuck was it, bro. Like, I don't,
From
like,
Oh,
human
so
being
he
to
I
a
was
don't,
child,
worse than
guys.
me.
no,
From human
Jasmine, he
being
was
to a
literally,
child.
like, worse than you, bro. And, like,
And
at
like,
least, I don't know. And I knew this guy since I was a baby, bro. Like, my mom knows this dude. We have pictures. And my mom would be like, oh, I can't believe you're still friends with them. Like, you guys are, like, sandbox friends, blah, blah. I'm like, Mom, you don't even know what I went through with this dude. This dude, Demetrius was literally the meanest friend I ever had. And
hmm
then he had the nerve to be like, Sarah, that never happened. You was in a different universe. And I'm like, if I was
yeah,
friends with the people I was friends with then, they would have vouched me because I would literally be like, oh my God, Demetrius is like doing too much. I freaking hate Demetrius. He's literally like, oh. And they seen it. They were on the bus. Like Demetrius would say the most meanest things. He'd be like, I don't know. I like the way Demetrius is now. You guys wouldn't believe it. That's the sad part. Like, I can't explain to you how mean he was. He
was a
was like,
mean
he was
ass
literally
nigga, I
my
guess.
bully.
Oh wow.
No,
Oh
you was no
wow.
Demetrius.
You gonna throw the B
Demetrius.
word at me? Okay.
What do you mean the B word?
I'm bully, yeah.
Bully.
Oh,
You was.
wow.
You was literally my bully. You would make fun of my clothes. You would literally make
Wow.
fun of me, bruh. You would tell me shut
Wow.
up. You would call me like I'm not even exaggerating. I swear on my
Wow.
life, bro. Like on my life, Demetrius
I
used to
keep
be like
telling you.
that. That's why.
I keep
No,
shit in universe.
what? No, it's not shit the universe. You was literally
This
that
nigga with shit the
person.
universe
I keep
shit.
telling you. Shit in
I just
universe.
wish you guys was there, bro. If you guys was there in my eyes, that's why I
I
never
feel
really like
like,
fought to be Demetrius' best friend because I thought he didn't like me as a person.
She just spent words in
I,
my mouth.
see, that could never be me in the sense that I would not care.
Nah, bro.
That's why I don't like
Cause
having
like
this best friend
imagine,
conversation because she always bring it
n-
up and say I was the worst nigga
no,
ever.
no, you
So I
no,
was.
don't say that because you just found out about this.
Yeah, I did.
I
I did.
okay then. So why you say, oh, this is why I don't like having it? You been did not like having it when people was over here saying, oh, Demetrius is my best friend. Demetrius is my best friend.
I feel like I was fairly I was fairly nice. I wouldn't say friendly though.
But you know, do you know what the catch was though, Jasmine?
Mhm.
He knew me for such a long time. We were friendly like when we were like in elementary. Like
Mhm.
every time I saw him in my class, like when we ended up having the same class, Demetrius would be like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I saw you last year." We're like, "Oh yeah," and like
First, my voice
we'll
wasn't
be
like
in
that.
the
Calm
same.
down. I'm sorry,
Your
bro.
voice is high as fuck, bro. Shut the fuck up. So when we spot each other, like me and Demetrius was cool. Like we knew we lived in around the same area. Like he was my neighbor. It
Mhm.
wasn't until middle school, bro. Like after elementary school, when we went to middle school, I remember I saw him around sixth grade, and I was like, telling everybody like, oh, you know, Demetrius and me was always in elementary class together. I mean, yeah, elementary school and classes the same. Da da da. And he would be like, bro, why you telling people that? Like, it don't really matter, bro. Like this and that. And that's literally how the way he talks now is how he used to talk in middle school. So I
Yeah,
can
I
only
used to be
imagine.
unfiltered, very unfiltered, but it's good to much I know.
See, so and then everybody was literally making fun of me like, bro, like what does it matter? Like, you know, we all went to school. And then that's when I started getting like social awareness. Because I'm just thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna be friendly with everybody. Like, oh, I know Demetrius, it's whatever. But then Demetrius was just like, kind of like, this girl's so annoying. Like, all she wants, like, that's what it literally felt like.
Okay,
You keep saying okay, but I'm just telling you how it
I'm
was.
telling you, like what I used to say,
Mhm.
to a point where I would have never thought it would have been affecting you like this. Honestly, I know I was a little, you know, what I'm saying, yeah, like irritating. But you making it
No,
seem like
no,
I despise your existence. That's how you make it.
Demetrius, that's literally what it felt like because I wasn't mean to you. But you would go unnecessarily mean, and I wasn't on that energy, so I was just like, I guess he doesn't want to be my friend no more. And I was doing that with everybody. Granted, like anybody that would kind of like make fun of me or like, because I was more subconscious, and I was homeschooled fourth and fifth, so you didn't see me. or Joseph really didn't really met me other than third grade. And then I switched over fourth and fifth. I was homeschooled, so I was really sheltered. And then coming from a sheltered place, jump right off to sixth grade with kids with attitudes and people talking about one another. I wasn't used to that. So when you started doing that and I saw you, I looked at you as like, oh, this is the only person I know for right now. Like I'm just gonna like stick beside him. And you was acting like that. I was like, dang, I'm pretty hurt. So I'm probably over exaggerating on my part, but not over exaggerating to the point where I don't think it's not true. I'm just saying that's how I felt. Cause there
True
was a
that, and
time where
I understand that I may have been like that, but you
see,
make it seem
so
like every day.
at least,
But no, I already told
but
you
we
that
didn't
though.
speak. No, but we didn't speak every day. Granted, we didn't speak.
I'm about to
But
say
if you
you make
see
it
me
seem
on
like
the bus,
every day I seen you. I like,
no, all the time, no. It may not have been every day, but all the time I see you, you always had something either smart to say
but I was a
or
very smart aleck person though. Like especially when I was young.
okay, but you're not like that no more. So
Of course not. Maybe to an extent, but yeah.
no, he was a mean person, Jasmine. Don't believe the hype, bro.
Don't believe the hype. Girl, the fuck.
No.
I feel like I was a very when I was younger, I was so nice. Like I was a very nice child.
So what, you Demetrius swapped or something? Like what's going on?
Like when
Uh
I was
huh.
in elementary, I used to be so nice, and then it just switched. It just switched, you know.
I was never mean. Still not mean.
I wonder why I was mean to you. You know.
What the fuck? That's actually crazy. What the fuck does that mean, bro?
I mean, what you think of me? I mean,
Nah, that's
taste my
crazy.
mean person. No, no, mean person, don't
No, no,
you?
because I didn't say nothing
Nicholas, was I
negative to
mean
you.
to you when I met you?
Mm,
Not really.
what about? Let me
I
stop.
just didn't care.
Uh, don't do that.
You were just real defensive.
That's wise words.
I just was in my little world. I didn't talk to nobody in that class until like later
Yeah.
on.
Then you
Cause I
started.
didn't know nobody in that class. When I went into French class, I didn't know nobody.
The only person that really talked to you at the time was Shavonda.
And that was barely. You
Shavonda,
only knew her.
Shavonda is hilarious, bro.
And then I started fucking breaking you out of that shit.
Mm?
Okay,
Why you say okay to me?
but
You
this,
making
never
this
mind.
shit
I was about to say you
worse.
make it this.
No, you making it worse because why you
No,
said okay.
because it's how you said it. It's like
I
you
Oh,
own
know.
her, like,
oh my god. Nah, I didn't mean it like that.
like,
I mean
but yeah, I don't know.
like
Like,
like she like
You're
loosened up a bit.
funny. Yeah, you're funny, bro.
I can't really say anything because I'm in the good child mode right now. And then
But
I don't even remember how I met Sarah. That's how crazy it is. I don't even remember.
Jasmine, you keep freaking saying this, and then when we talk about it, then you're like, "Oh yeah,
oh
that does
yeah,
kind
I
of make
remember.
sense." Like,
I don't remember it, but I might say maybe that makes sense. But like
You know
I
what's
don't
crazy though?
remember.
You know what's crazy though?
Mm,
hmm
I think I remember how I met all of y'all. Honestly,
okay. So how do you met me?
I met you through who was in the bathroom? I met you through Sarah because you came to see that I was with Jigget, or you came to us in the morning. Either it was in the morning or the lunch table. I do remember that.
when we started hanging out.
Yeah. Like, hey
Okay.
guys, this is Jasmine. She's like, hey, and then she got on her phone. She had the table, lunch table, all in front of her.
Yeah. What about
It's
next?
because
Nick, I knew who Nick was since middle school because he was always that nigga that
Uh,
made his
oh.
place known. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? Like, we know if
But you
Nick is in
knew.
the classroom because he either laughing or
But you
he
knew
got
him
into it with the
from
teacher.
elementary school.
You said what? Yeah, I know he did, but
Oh.
I didn't know, Nick as
Yeah.
like that's Nick.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
You just knew that that dude was in your elementary
Yeah.
school. Okay, makes
So
sense.
just like I know some people. Oh, some people went to start, some people went to third. I know some people went
Oh
to
yeah,
elementary school. They went to another elementary school and middle school. Then you know what I'm saying.
That's really how
Some people stayed at somebody. Some people stayed at Panorama. Some people went to Overlook. You know what I'm saying. So that's what
that's
I
how
knew.
I got closer to you and John because in
Yeah.
eighth grade we had
Yeah.
crack. Funniest shit ever, bro.
But nah,
That's one of my favorite years of school.
nah, that shit was hilarious. That shit hilarious.
what about
So
Joe?
I met Joe. I know he went to our middle school. I always seen that nigga on the other side of the hallway because we was all separated. You know what I'm
That's the small
saying?
side.
Okay, first
Mhm.
we don't call it
In
the
that
smart
red
side.
Joe.
We don't call it the smart
Yes,
side where
sir.
we from.
In that red
We don't call
Joe.
it the smart side around
Yes,
this way.
sir.
We don't
The
call it the
west
smart side.
side.
We don't fucking call it the smart side of where we come from. So you know what I'm saying. I knew Joe.
Uh-huh,
I'd
go
be saying
ahead.
Joe. Okay, you don't,
On
okay.
the
We
small
knew. I
side,
knew
go
Joe
ahead.
was okay. Okay, let me say it, please. Let me say it,
Go
please.
ahead.
I knew Joe was on the other side of the hallway, and I knew who he was then. And then I remember for some reason, I don't know how. I think Joe knew some of y'all there. I'm pretty sure he did. But the only time I can remember, which I don't know, Joe can fact check me, that I recognized Joseph when he got off the bus, and I walked up to him. I think I said, yeah, you the guy that went to middle school with us, right? He's like, yeah, I know y'all, or some shit like that. And then next thing you know, Joe was just taking us in the morning.
Hold up, you got acquainted with him in high
It's
school?
like I knew Joe's.
Yeah, I didn't know them just like that in middle school.
Be honest, we knew of each
What?
other,
Yeah,
but
we
we
checked
didn't
them,
really
but we
know
didn't know.
like exactly because we was never on
That's
that
how I
side of the
got
hallway.
closer to Joe too.
Him
Like
or
I don't even
Peyton.
think
That's
was
crazy.
Peyton on our side of the hallway or on y'all
Yes,
side. That's
Peyton
how
was on your side of
I
the
like
hallway.
now me and Peyton never I can't say we never clicked because we had band and stuff like that. Me and Peyton was real close in band, and that's how I know
Peyton used
Peyton
to
for OG.
pull up in our gym class sometimes.
Yeah,
Eighth grade.
yeah.
Nigga had the goggles.
Oh my
I
god.
do things like
Please
that.
Nigga used to,
stop.
I ain't gonna, nigga used to cook up though, bro. Nigga had the goggles cooking niggas.
Yeah, chill
That's
out,
crazy.
bruh.
You
But
know when you
yeah,
say that, Demetrius, it just felt like I knew all of you guys individually. Like I knew, I mean, Nick probably didn't really know me in middle school, but like I knew Nick because of like just familiar. Like he was around a lot more for me in elementary. But then I already know you, and then I knew Joseph because of Overlook. But then we got acquainted more in middle school. So it's just so crazy how everybody just came in unison in high school, bruh.
yeah.
What the hell?
Like I know only person I can vividly remember that had some of my classes in Overlook was Sadavia. Like Sadavia, she had majority
Oh
of my
yeah,
Fuck
classes.
that girl.
What's wrong with
Sadavia.
Sadavia? Sadavia
I
right
had
there.
so
She
many problems with Sadavia at so many points in time, bro.
He sounds familiar.
Sadavia Felder.
She went to our high school, but I think she left, right? She didn't graduate with us.
Nah, yeah, she just I believe she
She
did.
graduated? Oh.
Yes.
She
No, I
graduated
feel like
late.
It was late, but she was with
Oh.
us. She graduated.
Of course, her
I
dumbass
don't do good
graduated
with
late.
Yeah,
names.
leave
I
Sadavia
do good
alone,
with
bruh. Leave her alone. Who I'm missing? John, right?
That bitch Amira should have read it.
I'm
Never mind.
Anyways, though, I don't want to know how you remember me.
Wait, what now, Sarah?
I said and me, but I don't want to know how you met me.
Like I said, like I told you, I vividly remember you at the same time period you remember me, but I only vividly remember like I told you, I know I remember. It's hard to really put it because like
I
it's
know what you
I
mean.
remember like slightly of it. Like I said, I don't remember too much, but I remember like different breaches in times of like what happened in that year of school. You know what I'm saying? Especially the younger years.
Mhm.
And only reason, I'll pitch back a little bit. Only reason I say it's David because I mean we was in Miss Vaughn class, Miss Saliga, I guess that's her name. She wasn't here, so we had to go to
Mhm.
her class, and we all went to her class for the day, Miss Vaughn class for the day. And then Miss Vaughn was like, "We ain't gonna do no work. We just chilling. We was talking around for the entire day, literally." And I remember David and her
Mhm.
was talking. We was all talking, and I said something too, and we was all speaking. That's how I know David was with me in those classes. Anyway, but you, I remember the same period you remember me, but I remember I think I put your backpack shoulder one time, and I tried to sneak
Oh,
back in my seat,
see?
and that's what I remember. And that's the
You
only thing.
were
That's why I said that's the
literally a
only thing I
menace.
remember of me messing with you on the bus is, and that was the only time I remember that. So,
So, cause you do too much, bro.
all right, calm down, bro. Like,
I would legit be like, bro, why is this dude? No, Demetrius. You know what's so crazy was that out of nowhere, when I was talking to my mom about like elementary school and stuff like that, cause we were talking
hmm
about Gabe's elementary school experience, she was like, you know what's so funny? Cause mind you, she has the first grade class picture, but we can't find the second grade one.
bro, my mom had all of that. My mom had every single thing, but
I know
it, you know, I.
it burned. I know. Don't don't talk about it, but she has the first grade one, and she was like, you know what's so crazy? Every time I took your dad to back to school night, and we saw like your classes or like student conferences, he always saw Demetrius, and he would always be like, dang, is this dude always gonna follow her everywhere? And he never says your name, but he knows your face because
Nigga
he saw
fucking
you in
hate on
first.
kids, bro. Like,
No,
what
Dang,
the fuck?
that's what I'm
like,
saying. No, that's
Fuck,
so
what
he
I'm
what the
really
fuck?
saying,
hate me
bro.
though,
That's what I'm
like.
saying, bro.
What the fuck? That nigga
He
I'm
hate
saw
kids
you
because they
in
go to the
first
same
grade.
school.
most definitely about to call that nigga Dan, you know.
Like, what the fuck? You know how petty you gotta be as a father to hate
God,
niggas because they live in your area?
like,
He saw Demetrius
I'm
first, second, and third, and I think what really drove him like, what the fuck is going on now, was third because I remember him asking me on my first day of Overlook, and when I saw Demetrius, I was like, oh my gosh, Demetrius, we're in class again, because we already had it first, second, third, and this is the third one, Mr. Nose,
yeah.
and he. This is where I felt like Demetrius started and like didn't like me. I said, "Oh my gosh, Demetrius!" Like, and majority of the class was mostly boys. It was probably like a couple girls that was
Girl, fuck with you
there.
inside.
No, literally the whole class was boys, and it was probably like four girls. And I think even Mr. Nose was joking about it. It was like, "Oh, this is gonna be like a tough year or something like that." And I remember that, and I was like, "Oh, Demetrius, like, hey, we're from Overland and Panorama, like whatever." And then he just looked at me and was like, "Oh my god, this girl's fucking crazy." Or like he said, "Hey," and I was like, "Okay, I'm
Mm,
not gonna look."
I'm not.
My parents come and see the class, and he sees Demetrius, and he's like, he pulls me to the side after school. He's like, "Are you picking your classes or something?" Thinking that I was like boy crazy at that age. Like, I was just happy to have a friend that was familiar in Overlook because I didn't know anybody. It was a
Yeah.
new school. So he was thinking I was hand picking my classes in fucking elementary school, bro.
How?
And my
This
mom was
that
literally
nigga.
laughing. I know, bro. My mom was literally laughing because I was literally telling her, I was like, "Mom, like I wasn't picking my classes. It was just coincidence." She was like, "I know. Did you have a good day? Whatever." It's like whatever. She was like, "I'm glad you at least know somebody here. You're not alone. This and that." Like my mom knows like that from that back then. So
But
mind you, my parents really know you.
I remember when
I'm
I was
scared
in
now. Talking to
elementary.
your father.
This is like my
You would never would
weirdest.
need to. Sorry, Jasmine. Go ahead.
I was like, this is probably one of the weirdest moments I ever had, like, as a young kid. Imagine I'm new to the school and I come from all the way, not even from Maryland, I'm from VA.
You went to
And
school
it's first,
in BA?
yeah, 'cause I did kindergarten and like until February, I did first grade there, and then I after like,
Mm-hmm. Transfer.
cause I rem, cause I remember when I transferred here, it was
Mm-hmm.
around Valentine's Day, and I didn't get no gifts, like no candies or nothing for my classmates because I was new. So imagine I had to sit there and watch all these kids get candy, and I didn't get nothing.
Oh yeah, we fighting. I'm leaving. Simple as
So imagine I'm like, I think I was like a few months in, and um,
that.
one of my classmates, their mom used to always be in at school and volunteer or whatever. And when we see her, and ever since I've been little, I always talk to adults, and I don't know, like older people just like me in general. So I'm talking to her and she's like, "Oh, do you have a boyfriend?" I'm like, in first
Uh,
grade. I said, "Uh-uh." Like, no. She's like,
but that was
"Oh,
the trend in elementary school during our time. It was like what I found out in middle school was like, oh yeah, I had this boyfriend in fifth grade. I had this boyfriend in fourth grade. I was like,
but
y'all was
Sarah,
thinking
I'm
about
in
dating.
first grade. And she asking me this."
I know it's weird.
And then because she had this, the her son was in my class,
Oh Lord.
and she was like, "Do you like my son? Da, da, da. Like you're so nice." Da, da, da. I'm like, "Girl, like I can't even
Oh,
have no boyfriend right now. Like you talking to me?
I would have
Like
looked
I
at me
barely
crazy.
talk to nobody in this class." She was like, "Oh, you're so like you're nice and like you're pretty. Da da da. You should like talk to my son. Like da da da." I'm like sitting here like, "Huh?"
Where was your mom, bro?
My mom was at work. This is, mind you, this isn't during lunchtime. I'm just sitting there. I'm new.
Nah, bro.
And the fact is that I still remember this. Like, that was the weirdest moment for me because I'm like, why are you talking to me about boyfriends if my parents told me I can't have boyfriends until like I'm 18 or something? Like, I'm an adult. That's what they told me. You come
Yeah,
over here asking me if I got a boyfriend.
yeah, that's what. I'm low-key scared to send my kids to school like that. I'm gonna find out you saying some wild shit like that.
And I'm just sitting
No.
here, I'm like, the lady was nice. She's nice. I always seen her like volunteer. I always used to see her all the time. And every time I would see her, I was kind of laugh because that's what I would remember of her.
Nah, bro, that's not cool.
I remember John OG. I remember John. Damn, I gotta pick a time where I remember John. I know, or before John, I remember Domingo, middle school. This nigga used to always get into it with Dimitri, bruh. Like, that's how I most definitely remember this
Don't
nigga.
know.
Every single time we was sitting at the table and Dimitri came with his food, Domingo got up off the round table, said, "Nah, don't come over here. These my friends." And he said, "I want to send us to Demetrius." No, Demetrius said you're not his friend. I'm like, Dimitri, I never said that.
Oh my god. That's so toxic.
And I said, Domingo, I said, yeah, I guess I'm acting like that. He act like that because of me. Like, if he mean to me, I'm mean to him. And I'm like, oh my God. I remember specifically on a field trip. Um, the nigga, I think I was walking around with Fatima when we went to King's Dominion, I think. I think it was King's Dominion Six Flags. And Fatima's like, hey, this is Domingo. Do you know Domingo? It's like, yeah, I know Domingo a little bit, whatever. And that's ever since then, that's when me and Domingo started being a little close. John is it's kind of, it's not, it's I don't know, cause John was very quiet back then. It's like I don't know, he was in my younger classes or not. Like that's how quiet that nigga was, bruh. Like the nigga didn't speak to nobody. And but one thing I do know for a fact is that classes wise, I know he was in some of my classes, but for sure I know on the bus that's where I really knew him. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to sit next to each other every
Yeah, you guys
single
were best
day.
buddies.
The only person that I could say back then
Oh my god.
that he was truly my best friend at that time. That's what I can say. At that
And we
moment in
used to
time,
be
we used to
best
buy each other
buddies.
candy.
And
We used to sit on the
da,
bus. We used to laugh. It was to a point niggas on the bus was jealous at us and shit like that.
Yeah, because you
It
guys was.
was
That was
we was
seventh
really
grade. You know that, right?
yeah. It was throwback. OG, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas used to be jealous and shit. Yeah.
crazy.
Lonely
I remember
table.
that.
Who was
Like
the
y'all ain't want to get
best?
me started with lonely table and shit like that. Like that shit used to hurt my feelings.
Who
They
was
used to
this?
yell, niggas on the bus, everybody. They say, why y'all saying that shit? Y'all eating what's so funny? I'm like, we looking like niggas. What it? Wait. Especially
I
John. Like
remember
John
that
get
too.
mad. Like he get mad. And
Yeah.
he just shut down. Like he shut down off that shit. Like that's how I know
Mhm.
John. That's when I say I know y'all niggas. I know y'all niggas. And yes, it's ranks. I don't know y'all
See?
have equal. Shut the
Um.
shut the fuck up. But I know y'all at
Whatever.
different levels. That's summing up.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I know what gets y'all really. But at the same time, niggas are niggas be jealous, especially lonely table.
Why you keep saying lonely table, bro?
Ask John about it. John will tell you all about it.
He wouldn't though, cause he
He
said he
Talking about the
don't
oh
want to
yeah,
lonely.
remember it.
he don't want to remember that. That was a crazy time back then. I'll tell you then. Lonely table.
I
I'll tell you
don't.
everybody. You don't. Okay,
No,
never mind.
I already know lonely table.
But you just said what's lonely. Okay.
No, but I'm saying it like, what is the word?
She's being
Kind of.
sarcastic.
No, not
Rhetorical. You
sarcastic.
do the answer.
Yeah, rhetorical. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's lonely
All right, I ain't gonna
table.
say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say
But even towards the end of everything, all I'm saying is that if Nick and John are besties in this friend group, then you and Joseph are besties. And no one has to fight about that. You know why? Because Domingo not a part of the group. Other people are close friends to you, but distant friends to the main group. And my best friend is Jasmine. So it works out.
So the girls sticking with the girls, the
that. All right.
boys
So
sticking
so
with the
so
boys.
repeat it to me again. What's Nick's best friend again?
Wait, what?
What?
John. He
Like,
swears about John. He'd
no,
take a bullet for John.
Hmm? I don't think
no,
Nick can
no,
take a
no,
bullet
no.
for nobody actually.
I was say, I don't know about all that. I don't even think John would do that. Well, I don't know. But how John used to explain to me was that like Nick, even if they're not like they don't talk every day, Nick is like that person. Like if John, God forbid, has like Alzheimer's and he hear Nick's voice or like him and Nick start talking, he'll bring up back all his memories. Like
Nick cheesing like a motherfucker right
and
I should know, though.
now.
he's
He
like he
hype.
already
Sarah
know.
already told me, by the
Yup.
way.
I bet you was
Oh
Yeah.
cheese like a
yeah.
motherfucker when she told you.
Nah, bro, that's just the bro. That's
Okay.
just how it is.
Yeah, okay, buddy. I
Yeah,
know you. I
like
know. I know you was cheesy. It's cool. I understand.
it's
No
just like
problem.
that's his go-to basically.
Heard.
Where it doesn't like for example,
Heard that
John
Joe.
kind
Heard.
of don't do that because John's close with everybody.
Hmm?
But no, listen, he knows that you, me, and Joseph, like we're already close. Like we'll hang out even without John. Like John's not the priority of the group when we go out. He can come, but we're not gonna be like, oh, well, at least I'm not. You guys can't, but good luck trying to get him out when it comes to like things
No,
like
already
that.
tried. Already tried.
And that's what I'm saying. So he kind of already puts it in his head. This is me assuming too. Like, don't take it verbatim, but like, I feel like he already has in his head is like, oh yeah, Demetrius and Joseph was more of like me and Sarah's friends, because even though we known them at different times, you guys are just as close to me as you guys are just as close to him. See, with Nick, even though I've known him for so long, me and Nick weren't super, super close until it became a trio between me, John, and Nick. So Nick already built a closer relationship with John. Even though me and Nick are close, it's not as close as John and Nick. And I don't push that. So John will feel a little bit more closer to Nick than say Demetrius and Joseph. And that's just how it is. That's I'm being realistic because if we go based on the ladder of all of us being close, it's like John and Nick, Demetrius and Joe, Sarah and Jasmine. Because we all have our interests that are well, similar. Nick, I mean, Peyton just kind of fits into whoever he's not really close to anybody because he's branching out more, so he's not really in communications with us as much. But that's that's the group. That's us, bro. That's all I can say.
I'm gonna be honest. When I think about the group, I low key be forgetting about.
About who?
I be forgetting about Peyton.
Experience in his own world.
Yeah, talking about me.
Yeah, we are talking about you, Joseph.
I'm editing a video.
Mm.
Get back into my editing game. You know. So
Why you laughing
I
like
have to
that?
just upload a video. You know. So I check it out. Check that. You know. Support a
Hey
brother.
Joe, what video you editing?
Support a brother. You know. What I'm saying. Right now I'm editing a siege.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta work on them AMVs that you used to. Bro, shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
I just uploaded one.
You say you just uploaded one? Or
Hurt. Yeah, the deep voice to a nigga. Hurt. The fuck?
yeah, that shit's funny though. You know what we should do? One of these days we should have brunch.
That's basically what we do at Chicken Waffles. So I mean, you know,
Like,
um,
besides chicken and waffles, like
I mean that's
a
brunch
You
brunch
though,
spot.
see,
but it's cool.
you say
I
you
understand what
do
you mean though. I understand what you mean.
real
Um,
breakfast.
Man,
I mean, chicken waffle is real
overpriced ass
breakfast.
waffles, you know,
I mean, but
man.
you know, it's more than just waffles.
Alright,
You
bro, you
know,
talking
I'm
too
not
much.
defending them. I can
You
really
talking too
give
much.
two shits about that fucking
I'm not
restaurant.
trying to know you talking about, bro. You
Ah,
talking
it's
too
cool. It's
much, bro.
whatever though.
You ta-
What the
It's whatever though. You know what I'm saying?
bro?
oh,
What
chicken and chicken waffles.
$100, yeah, man. Fuck.
bro?
What
You're
now?
ugly.
Like,
No, legitimately ugly, bro.
yeah, see, damn, I do that. I'm an ugly day
Like,
today. I'm ugly when I was young in elementary school.
no, you really was.
Nigga sound
Like,
depressed as shit.
Yeah, I'm just ugly in the
nah,
day
it's
of the
his
week.
fault, bro.
It's my
It's
fucking
like if,
fault. See, damn, I
you
do,
know,
damn, I
Nigga
don't.
I'm
said,
not even gonna
Every
bring
day
it
you
up,
I'm an
bro.
ugly
say,
day. I'm
You
ugly.
gonna be making me bring it up every time, bro.
and then I'm just be ugly then in elementary school again.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, see,
crazy.
yes,
Yup.
see. So damn it, I do, damn, I don't. The fuck,
Y'all are hilarious, man.
Alright, I'm just saying. Can't win for losing this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
He's still talking, bro. What game you playing? I'm
I'm
not
just in
even
the
playing.
menu. I'm not playing that right now.
You
You should be
just bored
asleep.
up.
Talk about now I'm not gonna play Siege
That's true.
today. You know what
But
I'm
I
saying?
can't freaking sleep, bro.
Man, you
I'm
want to
gonna
talk
have to
about how
stop
ugly I was in
talking.
elementary school and shit.
You was, bro.
Shit crazy.
You say you can't sleep. Could have been on siege the whole time. Get your
That's what
brain
I.
up.
You know what's crazy, Nick? One thing I want you to stop doing
Oh my
is what you just
god.
did. Yeah, I just
I'm
What the
gonna
fuck did
mute.
I do?
said
No,
that
I'm gonna
shit.
mute.
I just
Uh,
said
I'm
that,
gonna mute.
nigga.
I'm gonna mute.
I see.
Good
I didn't know
night.
that. I didn't know you said that.
Nighty night.
And I
Yeah,
She
Jesus,
gonna
she
that
already
shit
asleep.
crazy.
Yeah, she already asleep. Good night.
Bro, say, can you unmute your mic, bro?
Who me?
Nigga, yeah, this nigga,
Nigga, cook.
yeah. this nigga joke.
Nah,
That
cut
nigga
it
say,
out
who,
right
me?
now, bro.
Hey, Joe, you funny as shit, man. Nigga, what?
Listen,
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I know what video that nigga making.
yes, sir. Mm, I remember that day. That's why brother was laughing in the background too, because he heard you.
YouTube said, oh, yeah, that's not friendly. Demonetized.
hmm Nigga sound like that.